everybody, welcome back to East Coast Outside Adventures, and today I'm doing another little review on a couple of knives that I use on my channel. So let's get started. So I'll start with this one. This here is a Outbound knife I got from local hardware store. Just a regular nylon sheath with a plastic insert for the blade. Does have a Velcro strap to hold it down. Very nice rubberized handle scales. As you can see, it does have 3 screws holding the scales on either side. Does have a little lanyard hole, which I preferably won't use on this one anyways. Excuse me. This here knife is razor sharp. On a previous video, or sorry, on a previous overnighter that I did, I was batoning wood and whatnot, and it ended up with a wrinkle. So I said, well, I'm not going to use that until it's fixed. So I gave it to a buddy of mine. He fixed the wrinkle for me, and he sharpened it up and honed it in and everything. He put a bevel plus a micro bevel on it for me. So I thank you very much for that. He knows who he is. But yeah, it is fairly heavy. So yeah. It is made out of a high carbon steel. I'm not sure what kind of a steel, but it is a high carbon steel. It does have a fairly thick spine on it, if you can see that or not. I'll put it right here on this crack. But it does have a nice thick spine on it for batoning wood, which that's primarily what I use it for. Or if I'm not batoning wood with it, I'm usually cutting meat with it. So, but anyways, it is an Outbound knife, as you can tell. See, there's the name on stamped on the blade here. When I first bought it, it did have a black Cerakote on both sides. Over time, I've only had it maybe a little over a year now, and it has since then came off. So I am working down to getting down to the steel color of the blade itself. So on either side, but yeah, it is like I say, it is very sharp, razor sharp. I'd be careful don't cut myself. But oh, the handle. Oh, the handle is plastic underneath, but on the top, it does have the rubber grip on it, so it does have a nice feel to it. I can get on it really good. I can really scrape down and do feather sticks, and whether it be say from a fire, or I can make my own tent pegs out of small dead wood, or if I have to, cut down small saplings and make little roasting sticks or whatever I need. So overall, I really do like this here knife. This is one of the main go-to knives I use when I go out on overnighters doing bushcraft stuff, or eventually we'll be doing some carvings, making stuff that I can use myself. So I will put this away, and I will get on to the other one. Alright guys, I'm done with this big one over here. Down there, and I'll grab on to my next one. So this one here is another Outbound knife that I have. as like this one here, it does have a nylon sheath for it. So, yeah, it's about the same material, a nylon with a plastic insert on the inside. With a little Velcro strap. So listen here out. This one here is a high carbon steel as well. I think might be a little softer steel. I'm not really sure. It is sharp. I sharpened this one here myself. I'm not very good at it, but it gets the job done. So it does not come with this little chip right here. If you can see that. What happened? I was out doing a video with my buddy Lone Wolf 902. We're doing a mock survival video. We was out cutting spruce boughs and dead branches, trees, whatever we needed to make our shelters with. So I didn't notice it until the next day, or actually later on that day, sorry, that I had a little chip out of it, which was fine. It didn't really discourage me any. I did put it through a lot of abuse that day, so. But anyways, looking down, it does have the Outbound name stamped on it as well. The bevel on this here, I want to say just a normal bevel on any normal knife. Now the handle was a little different. When I bought it, it had a green paracord wrapped around, all zigzag, twisted and tied, and wrapped around itself and everything, and then down through this little lanyard loop. I didn't really care for it too much, so I just took it all off, and I got a roll of this here camo paracord, and I put it on, and I wrapped it around, and here we are. So I didn't do too bad of a job. I missed a spot or two. It was kind of loose when I put it on. I never really tightened it up after that. It was on there. It was good enough for me anyways. So when I was done putting it on, all I did was I did it a certain way that when I was done, I just pulled a loop from the top. I pulled it up underneath of the paracord itself and then down through. I snipped it off, and I took my lighter and I melted the paracord a little bit, and I pushed it down onto itself, and when it cooled down and hardened up, and now it won't come off. So, which to me, this paracord handle that I put on here works really well. Well, it fits my hand nicely. I'll put it that way. But, so, going on to the weight of it, it is pretty good. Balance wise, balance is pretty good right here in the center for the most part. It is equally balanced. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about this one, but I do like them both. One thing I did with this one is I had a little multi-tool pouch. I took the black tape and I put it on here for a reason. That reason being is I have a small fire steel, which I do use with this knife. So this fire steel I got from off Amazon.ca. Now this here spine on the knife, it is a 90 degree, so I can, if I really wanted to, dig in and it throws the sparks like crazy. So that is the reason why I done this and this little fire steel. So I'll put this all back in, and then I'll come back here in a couple minutes. Alright guys, so my final thoughts on both of these knives. It's situated here. I do like them both. They are both Outbound, which is a really good company. I did buy them both at a local hardware store, which, if anybody from the US, they won't know, but I actually got them from a Canadian Tire department store. So, overall, this big Outbound knife is my go-to. It's the first one I always grab when I'm heading out for overnighters or doing just day trips or anything like that of the sort. Now it is hefty. Probably weighs about a couple pounds. No, I wouldn't even say that. Probably a pound or so, maybe. So I don't know. I'm not really 100% on the weight, but the blade is about, I'm gonna say about 7 inches, 7 or 8 inches. Just over here, this one here, I say it does weigh considerably less than its bigger counterpart. So for size comparison, it is a little bit smaller. So I'm going to say this one here is probably about a 6-inch blade, and this one here is about a 7.5 maybe. But as you can see, there is a considerable amount of length difference. So as for blade wise, let's say this one here is sharper. I got someone to sharpen it for me. I did this one here myself. It gets the job done. So, but no, overall, I am very impressed with both of these knives as I drop it. So, yeah. If you guys have any questions or comments about these knives, I will do my best to answer them. And I will be very careful with these in the future, as I have been in the past. So, until the next one, I will catch you guys later.